UFC 326 took place last weekend, and I'm going to go through the card and name who the main fighters on the card should fight in their next fight. I got some guys that won, some guys that lost. I'm not done every single fight on the card because I can't be asked. But I've got all the main fighters from the card here, so we'll get into it now. I'll start with the main event. I think Charles Oliveira should rematch Arman Tsarukyan in a number one contender fight. No winner goes on to fight Ilya or Gaethje, but let's be honest, it's going to be Ilya. This is a sick fight. Obviously, they fought at UFC 300. Arman's only fought once since then, and Charles has fought, four times, I think. Yeah, 4 times. Arman was supposed to get a title shot after beating Charles, then pulled out, and then he fought Dan, and then ruined his title shot again by headbutting him, and then rejected the a Gamrot fight or something. He's done a whole bunch of dumb shit, which has cost him getting another shot at the title. Now he's going to have to fight Charles again, who... This might be the best version of Charles. I'm not sure. It seems like since the first Arman fight, he's improved his wrestling way, crazy, insane amounts. His entries are better. Just his overall, he just looks better as well. Even in striking, it just looks like he's upped his game since the Arman fight. It was kind of hard to tell because obviously after Arman he fought Chandler, and even though he looked good in that fight, it was it's Chandler. He still got caught. Then he fought Ilya and got slumped, and everyone was like, oh. There you go, he's not on this level again. But in these last 2 fights versus Gamrot and Max, he's looked levels ahead of them. Well, he is apparently. And I'm interested to see this fight. I do still think Arman wins. This also needs to be a 5 fucking rounder. I don't know why it was a 3 rounder the first time. I get that it was on UFC 300 and they already had 3 5-round fights, but this has to be 5 rounds. Put this as a co-main event to a pay-per-view. No BMF title. Get rid of the BMF title. Imagine Yan versus Marab 3 as a main event, and then this is a 5-round co-main event, and the winner gets a title shot. That would be fucking sick. Instead, they'll probably throw it as a main event of a card with a BMF title on the line. This is a badass fight, folks. But yeah, this should be next. I think everyone agrees. There's been some stuff about Conor maybe fighting Charles, but although I would be interested to see it, I would rather see this because I don't want to see Arman versus BSD because this fight's just so much more interesting than that. For the not the co-main, but for the loser of the main event, I got Max Holloway versus Mauricio Rufy. Now, this is because I know Rufy's booked versus Chandler. Let's be honest, they're setting him up to get a highlight reel KO. If he loses that fight, just stop trying to make him a star. Stop trying to give him these opportunities because it's not worth it. Obviously, he lost to BSD 6 months ago, but he bounced back against Fiziev and knocked out Fiziev. Knocking out Fiziev, I think, brings back a lot of his hype. You know, he lost to Benoit, but he's still kind of young. I think he's 28. And we've seen that Benoit is now a top guy. Especially if Benoit goes on to fight for a title soon. Then it's oh shit, maybe that loss for Ruffy is not even too bad. So I do think if he beats Chandler, I think then he'll be ranked about number 8. I think Max will be about number 4 by the time he comes back. I think he'll want to come back around November. Get one more in by the end of the year. And this is a sick fight. I don't know if Max wants to start fighting in 3-rounders now. Because imagine this on the MSG card. That's instantly a sick fight to add to the cards, and it's already that already would have me hyped for the card. If they do that and then 2 men's title fights, do it. But this also could just be a fight night main event in front of a crowd. I mean that would also be good. It'd be like when he fought Arnold Allen for Max. He's coming off a 50-45 loss to one of the best guys in the division. Now he's fighting a young up and coming striker in a main event of a fight night, something like that. I think it would be pretty cool. I don't know who I'd pick because I don't know who I'd pick. We've got to see how Rufy looks in his next fight, but I think this is a really interesting stylistic matchup, especially now with Max after getting knocked out. His chin's not as good. Can he take the shots from Rufy? It's a massive step up in competition, especially in the striking for Rufy. Even more of a step up from Fiziev. And if Fiziev was a step up, this is an even bigger step up now. And it'd be his first 5-rounder. So I'd be interested to see this fight. Obviously, he's got to beat Chandler first, but if he doesn't, then there was no hope from the beginning. So we'll go to the co-main. I think Caio should fight Anthony Hernandez in his next fight. Now, the rankings came out today, and Caio's now gone above Fluffy, but I still would rather see this fight than anything else. I don't know why he's gone above Fluffy. Just because he lost to Strickland when Caio lost to Imavov, he lost to Strickland, and Fluffy's also beat Brendan Allen and everything. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with this as the next fight. Imagine this on the card that I just made. Main event, Marab Yan. Co-main event, Charles Arman for a title shot, and then this on there as well. Because I think all of their the timings will match up pretty similar. I think Jan versus Merab's going to be late summer. That'll be about 5 months for Charles and Kyle to turn around, and Fluffy, I guess. I think that makes sense. So I think this should be next. Do not make it a main event of a fight night. Do not make it the fucking co-main event of a pay-per-view like not last night, but like the card on the weekend. Please, but this is a sick fight. I would pick Fluffy, but we've also seen he can't take any body shots whatsoever. So if Kyle just lands like a nice left hook to the body or something, it could be wraps. But I don't know. It'd be a cool fight. Kyle looked decent for 30 seconds against RDR, and then he kind of just turned sloppy. But this should be next, and then winner can fight for maybe a number one contender fight, depending on how the division looks. RDR, I think he should fight Robocop. Obviously, Robocop was on the card as well. Got a knockout win versus Ferreira, and RDR lost to Kaio. I think they would want to come back around the same time. RDR's been pretty active even after losses. I reckon about 4 months. Throw this as like the co-main event to a fight night. That'd be pretty cool. I'd probably have to pick Robocop, even though he's not that good. It's just he hits very hard, and RDR gets hit a lot, and his chin isn't great. He's been rocked quite a lot. Has been finished in one championship as well. But I think this is the logical next fight. I didn't see where these two are on the rankings. I'm assuming RDR's about like 9th, maybe 10th, and Robocop was 13th on the weekend, so he might have gone up a spot, I'm not sure. But this makes sense ranking wise. Obviously RDR coming off a couple losses, Robocop coming off a couple wins. And yeah, I think it'd be a good fight. Robocop's grappling. I think he could also deal with RDR's offensive grappling. Stuff the takedowns, survive on the ground, maybe reverse RDR a couple of times, put him in bad positions. But I do think he'd chin him on the feet. And yeah, I think this is the next logical next step. Go to the next fight on the card. I think this is Raul Rosas. Give him the Cheeto test, Cheeto's on like an 87 fight losing streak at this point. All his fights look the same. But I do think this would be a really tough test for Rosas, just stylistically. Because Cheeto does have solid takedown defense. And we saw Rosas, when he was winning rounds against Rob Font, it wasn't because of damage. It was just because he was controlling him for 4.5 minutes out of the 5 minutes. I don't think he can do that to Cheeto. So he's going to have to get damage off. Because if he holds Cheeto down for 4 minutes and there's no damage, but then on the feet, Cheeto lands a couple body kicks and maybe a nice right hand, that's Cheeto's round. Because Cheeto is going to be able to get damage off on him just with a couple strikes. And if Rosas just does what he did against Font, he's not going to win this fight. First of all, I said control him for 4 minutes. I don't think he can even do that to Cheeto. I don't think he can get him down as easily as Rob Font. Rob Font has terrible takedown defense. Cheeto's is pretty good. And I don't think he'll be able to hold Cheeto down like he did to Rob Font just because the physicality is Cheeto's. Like, he's big for the division. Font's pretty average sized. I know Rosas is pretty big as well, but I think Cheeto would be able to get up, and I think he'll be able to land strikes on the feet. So I think Rosas will have to change up his game plan. Either actually try to damage his opponent on the floor, or try and keep it standing. Because I think Rosas could probably win if he kept it standing, because Cheeto doesn't throw anything. If Rosas kept it on the feet and just kept feinting and throwing kicks, he could probably cruise to a decision. Because Cheeto wouldn't do anything until the last 2 minutes of round 3 and then complain about the decision, as always. But this should be the next fight. Put this on the Mexico card they always do in September. I saw they announced Lopez Garcia, obviously. I was hoping for Lopez versus Yair main event, but we could get like a Gene Silva Yair main event. Maybe Gene Silva fights Aljo, beats him, and then they do him versus Yair. And then you do like Moreno, Asu co-main event, and then do this on the card as well. That's instantly better than any Noche card they've done recently. So, that'd be pretty hype. This would be the next fight. As for Rob Font, this would be a fucking banger unranked fight. I didn't see if Rob Font's still ranked, but I'm assuming by the time he fights again, he's going to be out the rankings. No, I'll just have a look now. But even if he is in the rankings right now, obviously we've got like Barcelos fighting soon. We've got another couple young prospects. So I think by the time he does fight next, he is going to be out the rankings. And this is just, I just want to see this entertainment-wise. I don't want to see Font fighting grapplers. He's near the end of his career now. So he's been kicked out of the rankings. Basharat took his place. So this is the next fight, I think. Banger fight, unranked. Good chance for Martinez to get a decent name on his resume after a couple losses. Even the losses, like he's lost twice in a row. It's to Aldo and Marcus McGee. They're not terrible losses, I think this would be a good fight. This should be on like the main card of a pay-per-view. Main card of a fight night in front of a crowd as like the featured fight or something, with a number one contender fight as a main event, like another top 15, top 10 ranked co-main event. And then this should be there's always got to be that one fight on the fight night card between two unranked guys. There's just there as a banger fight, you know. Don't put this in the Apex, all right? Get it in front of a. Don't put any card in the Apex. How many more Apex cards we got? There's one this weekend, and I think there's another couple in April. Get rid of it after that. I know they're not going to, and I've been saying this since 2023, but get us in front of a crowd. If Martinez wins, he's back on track. If Font wins, he put another. I don't know if you can call Martinez a prospect back anymore, but he's stopped another young guy, and yeah, I think it should be the next fight. That's it. I just want to see this entertainment-wise. Drew Dober, I think he should fight Jared Gordon. Gordon obviously fought about 6 months ago now. He got hit by a fucking car the day before, which is crazy. And I think their timelines will match up. I think Dober will want to come back in around 5 months, maybe a bit longer. I think that'll be about right for Jared. I think that'll be about a year. Well, it will be about a year. And I think, I'm not sure what his injury was. I think it was like an MCL or something. I'm not entirely sure. But hopefully that's about however long he needs. You know, we've seen fighters like Tom, he tore his ACL. I think that might have been it as well. It's usually about a year until they get back into the cage. So hopefully Jared's recovery is not like gone terribly wrong or something. He's going to be out for a while. But I think this is the next step. I know he lost to Garcia. I don't really count it just because, like I said, he got hit by a fucking car the day before and couldn't even walk. So the fact that he was doing well, I had it 1-1 and he got finished in the third round. The fact that he did that is kind of impressive. I think if he didn't have that happen to him, didn't get hit by a car, I think he smokes Garcia easily. Gordon's not too bad, man. Like, he beat Thiago Moises, he's beaten a few of these guys. He got robbed against Nasrat, in my opinion, and Nasrat's, like, fighting guys just outside the rankings and probably will be fighting guys in the rankings with another couple wins. And I think this is a good fight, you know. Dober, he might not take it as seriously for reasons that we do know, but fuck it. I just want to see it. Put this on a fight night card, prelims of a pay-per-view, anything like that. And I think people would be excited for this fight as well. And if Dober wins, you can maybe get a ranked opponent. I'm not sure, because he would still be like 3-3 in his last 6. And Gordon, again, he's got a couple losses, but it's the injury before, it's the robbery. So I don't know, maybe they could just throw him a ranked opponent anyway. Just because he's had a rough last few years, but yeah. As for the next fight, this is the last one I made. Cody Garbrandt versus, what's his name? Quinn Nunez or something like that? I don't fucking know. I just picked the worst bantamweight that I think is going to be on the roster still by the time Cody fights again. Because after that, he lost 3 rounds and still won the fight. I didn't even know how that was possible. I don't know how he got the decision. I know Long had 2 points taken off. I still had it 28-27 Long. I think he won every round. And yeah, Cody looked shit. I know he did get kicked in the balls a couple of times, but still, even before that, he didn't look that good. He actually took a head kick and didn't get chinned, which kind of surprised me. I saw that, I was like, oh shit, he's gonna get finished here. But he survived. And I think this is the next fight. If Quinones wins, it's a good name on his resume, I guess. If Cody wins, who gives a shit? He's not gonna be in the rankings again. Yeah, put this on maybe put this on the Noche card as well, main card opener or something. That'd be pretty cool. And yeah, that's all the fights I think should be made. These ones, obviously, like with the unranked ones, there's a lot of fights that could be made. It's mostly these first few that I think definitely should happen. If any of these fights can happen, if I could pick one, it has to be this. I don't want to see anything else. I don't want to see Arman BSD. Conor versus Charles. I said Chandler. Conor versus Charles would be cool, but again, I'd rather see this. This would be a high level fight, #1 contender fight, and yeah, what we've got this weekend. Kev versus Emmett this weekend. We are continuing our title run. I'll do my predictions for that. I might record it now. I don't know, but I'll post that tomorrow. And yeah. Charles versus I keep fucking saying Chandler's name today. Charles versus Arman. This is the fight we need to see. #1 contender fight. No more of this bullshit. After Gaethje gets the title fight, let's keep this division going in the right place, man. Fuck me. Yeah. Don't let Max fight Grappler, because Jesus Christ. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe for all this elite content. And yeah, thank you.